Taylor from Daytime here, recapping Fear the Walking Dead, Season 5, Episodes 12 and 13, Ner Tamid. I hope I pronounced that right. And Leave What You Don't. Sorry, this is a double edition, guys. I did not mean for that to happen. I'm kind of happy it did happen, though, because it's connected a little bit. So last week, Ner Tamid, we opened up with a rabbi praying, and he finds Charlie in a car because she escaped because she wanted to be able to, find a place to live, and she saw the light from the synagogue, and it turns out he is kind of the opposite of Father Gabriel in a sense, because he didn't, even though he was like I don't want to say a coward, but even though he was similar in that sense, he did not want his people to die. And the guilt he feels is even more enormous. And he's been questioning his faith, much like Gabriel did when he took off the collar that one time. Then in other news, Al and Morgan ran into Logan, and it was 50 Shades of Crazy in the episode prior, and Sarah and Dwight are on watch, and the caravan of Logan's people comes and finds them, and they all have to run. And in the end, after this was a little bit anxiety inducing with the ladder, with June and John having gone to find Charlie. Kevin climbed over all these walkers, saved the day, but Logan already knows where the oil fields are, and he's about to break in. And at the beginning of last night, you found out that Logan could not get a hold of Polar Bear, was running for to get to a truck stop to save a woman and couldn't. She died, heard her over the radio, had to kill her and all the walkers, and what looks like Ginny Potter in Western Apocalypse, and it's funny because the character's name is Ginny, it's just for Virginia, not Ginevra, is like, well, did you save that girl? We could help, blah, blah, blah. Alicia and Strand are still trying to find Wes, and they hear someone who happens to be Sarah Clark from Turn, Holly Curran, in the same truck stop, in a weird form of irony. And the episode keeps cutting back and forth. And the oil fields, they're essentially making gas. Logan and his one person comes in, but Sarah and Dwight are already stopping the others on the way. And John and June have set up an area to essentially be military grade watches, because Logan wants the gas. He burns Polar's notebooks, all this stuff. And he's talking to Sarah when they hear the girl come over the radio. And of course, Strand and Alicia are running. And he goes, there should be a pistol there with one bullet left. You know what to do. Essentially tells this woman to commit suicide, which I thought was wrong. In terms of a character thing, I thought it was for Sarah at least. Oh yeah, by this point they had kicked the kids out, but the kids went back and found the rabbi in the caravan. Good job, kids. Everyone was like watching in pure like horror. Listening in like pure horror. But Wes ends up going and saving that girl, and Alicia and Strand find out it's Wes that has saved the girl. In the morning, they're all like, blah, blah, blah. Logan's like, well, we can work something out now. And his people come out and they're like, no, we're not going to work something out. And then all of a sudden, Logan gets shot, as does all his people. And in comes Ginny Potter, Western Apocalypse Edition, with all her people and all these horses, because my dad and I are like, oh, maybe Logan is making the gas for the helicopter. And it's like, don't think so anymore. Western chick's got something going on. And she's trying to strike a deal, and nobody wants to work the deal. They'll all die. And Luciana basically says, I'll stay behind. and do this, because Dwight is like having, like, Austin Emilio last night, his reactions were amazing. He didn't say much, but he proved how you do camera acting, where you really listen and react, and the look on his face was pure, no, I don't need female Negan. No. Yeah. So now the real villains are these pioneers, which are apparently in the comics or are mentioned in the comics. I'm wondering if they're going to merge the two. We still have 3 episodes left. They showed another season 10 trailer for Walking Dead last, and it was amazing. I'm intrigued to see where this goes. Something tells me that a few of those people might break off. At first, when they first came up with the ledge, was like, are they the highwaymen? Like, I literally was like, what? So let me know what you thought down in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.